Spoiler alert.
My big one that is just throwing it out there.
A day late for a genuine review.
And today, we're going to be taking a look at a little pick'ems draft here. We've stylized it as a bingo card. So what we've done is we've put together 24 predictions each for what we think is going to happen in Avengers Doomsday, big and small. Character moments, plot pieces, set pieces we think might happen, anything like that. And when we do our review of Avengers Doomsday, we'll see if any of us gets a bingo.
You just say bingo. Bingo! How fun!
One thing to note is we are not going to do any of the known spoilers or whatever. If there's been spoilers going on Reddit or whatever, I've tried to stay away from those.
I haven't.
And so these are not going to be rooted in any spoilers, at least as far as I'm aware, from Reddit. And they're just kind of crazy, fun, wild predictions.
Absolutely. So with that out of the way, Braden, what's your first prediction?
I really want Loki to wield Mjolnir. I think it's dumb because Captain America's already done it, and it almost takes away the importance of that. But there was that point in Axis where Loki gets Mjolnir, and I just love that. I love Loki.
Fair enough. So my first prediction here does have to do with Thor, at least. Pretty sure Deadpool's in this movie, at least a little bit of it. And although I'm pretty sure he's going to be in this movie, I don't think we're going to get that scene from Deadpool and Wolverine where Thor is crying over him. I imagine that's something we're going to save for Secret Wars if we do it at all.
Adversely, I think Thor dies in this one.
You think Thor dies?
I do.
Interesting. I think, talking about Mjolnir here, I think we're going to get Steve Rogers in plain clothes for the entire movie, and I don't think it's ever going to stop being jarring. I don't think he's going to be Nomad, he's not going to get a Captain America costume, he's literally just going to be wearing the plain white tee the whole time, and it's going to be very strange.
Going with Strange, I think Doctor Strange dies.
Doctor Strange dies. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange, or a version of him, is going to be one of the followers of Doom in this movie.
I think that most X-Men are going to die from the Foxverse.
I think we're going to get a long-running character from almost the beginning of the MCU die. I don't think it's going to be Thor. I think Bucky's done.
He's already kind of died and come back. There's a few people I thought like putting on this list. I'm like, well, they've died before and come back, so if they die again, it's just not going to...
Yeah.
I think, kind of going with your prediction with Doctor Strange being an acolyte of Doom, I think Doom uses magic instead of technology.
Absolutely.
Which, you know, with Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. being Doom, there is that maybe it's more tech. I'm going with all magic, and I think there's going to be a cool scene with Loki, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch against Doom.
I think running back with the idea of Bucky being a character is going to get focus in this movie because I think he's on the way out. I think we're going to get the four-way shield thing. I think Sam, Steve, Bucky, and John Walker are all going to use the Captain America shield in some set piece.
I think that the Marvel Zombies are going to make their first live-action appearance in the MCU.
That's a big swing.
Well, in the Secret War, I know it's not Secret Wars, but in Secret Wars, Doom uses the Marvel Zombies as like a barrier for Battle Realm. I think we're going to see that.
That'll be fun. As I said, I think Deadpool's going to be in this movie and have at least some prevalence. We are going to see a couple things probably nudging at the fact that Chris Evans was in Deadpool and Wolverine.
He's gonna say it! Say what? Avengers! Flame on! Sorry, what now?
I think Deadpool's going to freak out to meet the real Steve Rogers and make a reference to the fact that he's not getting faked out this time.
I think at some point in the film, Doom is going to say, "I am Doom," in some manner.
You're probably right. This movie is pretty stuffed just based on who we know is in the movie, so I think there's going to be a few people that I would probably think should be in this movie that won't be. One of the omissions, I don't think we're getting America Chavez in this movie. We've not seen her since Multiverse of Madness. I think it's going to be a while still if we ever see her again.
This is kind of out there. I think Franklin Richards is going to end up being the Beyonder at the end of the film.
Interesting.
Just as a little twist.
I think we're going to get a return of the little Sky cameo thing that we saw in No Way Home, where like the rifts in the universe are vaguely shaped like Spider-Man characters. I think it's going to be a little more like we saw in The Flash, but hopefully done a little better, where we see like a clip from Ben Affleck's Daredevil, where we see the Eric Bana Hulk.
You don't want to see CGI Nick Cage?
Not really. I don't want to see Nick Cage with his face where he shot a completely different scene and they just plastered it. It is stupid.
I want Nick Cage back as Ghost Rider. That's not one of my predictions, but...
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I think that Nightcrawler is going to use swords. I think we're going to get an X2 opening where, you know, Nightcrawler is going through the White House. I think we're going to get that, but Nightcrawler finally gets to use his swords.
That'd be good. I think that we're going to get a lot of things hearkening to Endgame in this movie because I think Marvel's going to want to start at the peak in some ways. So instead of Avengers Assemble, I think we're going to get Xavier doing To Me, My X-Men.
To me, my X-Men.
I think that the Doom bots are going to be in it, but I think they're going to be more like Ultron.
I think if there's one big surprise in the movie, I think we may actually be getting Fox Jean Grey. And if she's doing anything, I think she has the Phoenix Force, and that leads into my next prediction.
Okay. I think that Doom takes the 10 rings from Shang-Chi.
That's fun. I have something with the 10 rings as well. In the original, like, Doctor Doom Secret Wars run, he uses the Molecule Man to siphon his powers and become the Battleworld Doom. I think we're going to see...
In the 2015 one.
Yeah, in the 2015 one. The one where Doom is the big bad of it. I don't think we're getting that because Molecule Man, as far as I know, is not in the MCU. So I think we're going to see some or all of the following as the people he siphons power from. I think we're going to see Phoenix Force Jean Grey, revived Wanda, Franklin Richards, and the Sentry. May not be all of them at once, but I think he's going to be taking powers from all of them, and that's going to be their role in the movie.
I think somehow Doom magically teleports Loki off the Time Throne, and the TVA no longer exists, and I don't think they're going to be needed going forward.
Touching on Deadpool meeting Steve, I think that Steve is going to have some fun rapport with the Human Torch.
I don't think we're going to have a Doom face reveal.
All right, that's a big swing. I
don't want them to. I
don't think they
it's
should.
The first appearance of Doom. Just let him be Doom.
Yeah. I think that we are going to get some big deaths in this movie. I think we're also going to kill off some side characters who probably aren't needed anymore. I think Owen Wilson, Mobius, is going to be a big deal here.
Okay. I thought he retired at the end of season 2.
He's going to be back.
Okay.
He's going to be in this movie for a little while, and he's going to die to be a stakes thing.
Wow. Ant-Man is going to make a butt joke.
Probably.
They didn't do it in Endgame. I think he's going to say something like, "Oh, I bet I can go and, you know, Dr. Doom's butt and expand."
I think we're going to see Doom in the white cape at the end of this movie.
That'd be cool. Mephisto makes an appearance in some way.
You can call me Mephisto.
I think we will get a Robert Downey Jr. face reveal. And I think they'll be tasteful with the scarring and give it the appropriate level of like not actually being that big of a deal to be in line with the Doom character.
Gambit joins the X-Men. He finally gets to go along with the gang.
Yay!
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
We will see evidence that Doom has dealt with the Kangs, but I don't think we're going to see any actors. We might see like a helmet in his study or something, but...
I want there to be a scene with a variant of Thanos where Doom rips his spine out in the 2015 Secret Wars and disintegrates, just showing the power level of Doom.
The next two predictions are just little fights I think would be fun that we're probably going to get. I think we're going to get Sue versus Wanda.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be a fun one.
Oh, I can read my writing again. I think that some old villains are going to show up and be good. And
any particulars?
Well, I don't know why, but I think Obadiah Stane.
Obadiah Stane?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What?
That's who I was thinking of. Like some variant of like Obadiah Stane's back and he's Iron Man or something.
How old is Jeff Bridges?
Not old enough to turn down that Marvel money.
Other one I think could be fun. I think we might see Cyclops versus Thor.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a fun fight with the big, like, because they both have the big blue or red light and stuff. I think
You'd have that like Godzilla clash.
Very visually stimulating fight, yeah.
No Wolverine.
Rounding out the cast? Dude, they've got like 28 people. Why?
Tom Holland. I think he is going to be in the movie, but I think he is only going to be in a post-credit scene.
There is going to be no post-credit scene.
No post-credit scene.
I want it to have credits roll and just feel the weight of it. I think it's time that we don't have a post-credit scene.
That would be big. Have they ever done that?
I don't think so.
I think they're going to try to do a Portals scene in the final act of this movie where some characters who have not been in the movie so far will show up. And it's not going to work. Not in like, I don't think it's going to be terrible, but it's just not going to have the same impact that the Portals scene has.
Namor turns heel because I think he's one of the side characters who they can feel like turn heel and it feels slightly impactful.
But it's not like,
yeah,
you can't make Thor the bad guy.
Right.
Yeah. You said Doom is going to steal the 10 rings. I do think they'll eventually end up with him, but my prediction is Magneto briefly steals the 10 rings.
Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so much fun.
That would be crazy.
I think that there's going to be a Bram Stoker's Dracula, like the Francis Ford Coppola version, not actually Bram Stoker's Dracula version of Doom and Sue. I think a lot of Doom's drive is to be going to get Sue in some way.
We shall make beautiful music together.
The children of the night.
Something is coming.
What's that from?
It's from the trailer.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you said it in the other video, and I was like, okay, yeah.
So there's been
He's coming.
There's been a lot of talk about how they're going to justify the Robert Downey Jr. casting. The most common theory I've seen is that is that in the MCU, Tony Stark is a Doom variant. I think that they've seen these leaks and they're going to, just for the sake of swerving, do it the other way. Doom from his universe is a Tony Stark variant somehow.
Okay. Yeah. My big one that is just throwing it out there. DC heroes. Henry Cavill's gonna come in. And
No, not Henry Cavill.
No. I think with it's not gonna happen. There's no way. But I think with the Warner Brother transition merger and James Gunn's stuff kind of being shaky, I think there's a chance that there could be some DC hero mentioning or appearance, something like that.
I think it's more likely in Secret Wars, personally, but that would be crazy. If Superman comes out, I'm gonna poop my pants. I think that we're going to, in this movie, really try hard. I really do think they're going to try hard to do the Mr. Fantastic Dr. Doom pairing in rivalry because that's so important to the comics. But because of the way the movie is going to be, I think everybody's going to just leave the movie talking about Steve and Dr. Doom or Thor and Dr. Doom. It's not going to quite hit the level that I hope it will.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this?
I guess I had one more
Yeah.
that I skipped over. This one isn't the big one. I think that Hank McGoy, Reed Richards, Shuri, and Bruce Banner have a science scene where like, oh, according to the data.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right. This last one is a little bit of a lob. I've not really seen anything about this. I think Loki is going to be in a lot of the movie, And I'm assuming one of the biggest parts of Act 1 is going to be a reuniting with Thor.
That's what I would love him to pick up the hammer and Thor be like, "You've changed."
Mm-hmm. That'd be very.
And like, you're back.
Yeah. So those are our just kind of shotgun predictions for Avengers Doomsday.
Drop yours in the comments.
Absolutely.
Tell us what we did right, what you think we did right, what we totally missed on. You know, is Ant-Man actually going to go into different... Let us know.
Well, you have any closing thoughts for him?
Stay away from spoilers. Stay away from Reddit. Stay away from Reddit. It's too late.
It doesn't bother me. I like being spoiled.
I don't. Sweet. We did great.
Yeah, wow. Sub 20.
Awesome.